Family, Block Nation, how are you doing? How's it going on this Veterans Day? Thank you to all of those who have served or are serving currently in our armed forces. I appreciate your service. Please know that what you do and what you have done for the betterment and protection of this nation is not in vain and it does not go unnoticed. So I at least wanted to start out with that. But we are here today because I didn't go live last night at my normal day and time because I said, well, I already gave a recap of the game. And, you know, so what was there really to talk about? But you know what? I felt like I started getting messages from people and tweets, or I guess they call them posts now, and I said, "You know what? Let me go live. Even if it's just a short time to touch base with you, to check in." And more importantly, I also got a comment last night from one of my channel members. Shout out to David Hunt. Thank you for being a channel member. I'm trying to get my phone because I want to be able to read the comments. I have my computer up too, but I want to be able to read the comments as they come in. But shout out to David Hunt for leaving a comment and asking a really good question. We were able to kind of we were able to have a really good game against the Broncos. And one of the questions that David, or the question that David posed for me was, do I think that the Baltimore Ravens have really figured it out? Like, have we gotten to a place where we have kind of figured out what works, what doesn't, and as we move forward into the season? So I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on that. So again, shout out to David Hunt, my channel member. And if you want to become a channel member, it's a way for you to support the channel. And oh gosh, I didn't even have my microphone on. See what happens when you go live? I didn't even have my microphone on. Let me turn on my mic midstream, see if it works. I forgot. Okay. I think it's going to connect. I hope the audio is still good. But if it works, it works. If not, I hope you can hear me. Oh, I don't know. I don't see it connecting, but it should connect in a minute, but hopefully you can hear me anyway. But it was a really good question from David, and I want to answer that. But if you want to become a member of the channel, just a way for you to support the channel, if you enjoy what I'm doing here on Ravens Talk with Yolanda, you can click the join button that's listed down below. And I think there'll be a link after this live stream. I'll put a link in the description box to where you can join. And there are 3 tiers that you can choose from if you would like to become a channel member, because when you are a channel member you get special perks. Membership has perks, and so all of the perks for the 3 tiers are located in the once you click on the join button you can see all of them. So I wanted to go live really quickly, and you can see I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day today here in the DMV, and I'm trying to soak up some sun. It's been, you know, not the greatest weather. It's been sporadic. Some days it's warm, some days it's not. But anyway, so I'm not going to be out here too long because the sun is just beaming in my face and I'm not about to be drenched in sweat, which will probably happen pretty soon if I don't get out of here. But the question was, have the Ravens really figured things out? And he didn't really tell me whether he wanted to know like offensively, defensively. So I'll give my perspective on both. I think for the most part, in terms of our offense, this is the second year under Todd Monken. Our offense looks a lot better, and we've not seen a lot of the slow starts. We did have a slow start this past week and on Thursday night, but we finally, we kicked it into high gear and we got going. And we we're seemingly able to run the ball effectively for the most part. And with Derrick Henry, we now have the return of Keaton Mitchell. And this is no shade or anything like that to Justice Hill, because Justice Hill has really been holding down the fort this whole season. He's come in, been a spark for us. So he's been great. So I'm really glad we kept Justice Hill. And at first I was like, why are we keeping Justice Hill? I didn't really see how it would work, but it has worked. And now that we have a healthy Keaton Mitchell, our run game, I think, is going to be dynamic. It's going to be It's going to be awesome. Thank you, David Hunt. I can see you in the chat, and audio is fine. Good, because I don't know if this thing works. Uh, it might work and it might not, but audio is still good. So we're going to keep going. It is one of the things where I would have never thought that I would say about the Baltimore Ravens that we're in the driver's seat offensively. This is a team, and I was looking up stats last night. So I'm still trying to learn how to read all the stats, all those numbers and stuff. I get confused. So you all know that this is a journey, a learning journey for me, and I'll take you along the journey as I go and as I become more proficient in football. But I was looking at the stats last night, and shout out to Hendo from the Rogue Pod who really helps me through it. And helps me to understand a little bit more about like the numbers and where we rank and so forth. But one thing I noticed, our offense, looking at the stats, our offense is through 11 weeks, or what is it, going into week 11, through 10 weeks rather, our offense has been seemingly pretty much unstoppable, very effective. You might be able to slow us down. Some of the, tougher defenses that we faced have been able to slow us down a bit, but you're not able to stop us. You're not really able to contain Lamar Jackson. You don't have an answer for Lamar Jackson. And to date, no one really has. So knowing that we have Lamar Jackson as our QB and with the weapons, the offensive weapons that we have, it's been a joy to watch our offense come into shape. And so and we've really come into shape pretty early in the season. We had those two back-to-back losses after week 1 and week 2, and I thought, "Oh boy, this is going to be a long season. Oh man, we got Derrick Henry, we're not using him, or we're not using him effectively, and what are we doing? We just don't look right." Then we went on this win streak, right? And it looked like offensively we are coming together. Now, defensively, here's the second part of the question that I kind of parsed out. Have the Ravens figured it out to get, all together? The answer is yes and no. Yes, pretty much on offense, but on defense, now that's a whole nother question. That's a whole nother topic. But defense, we are not the defense that Ravens fans are used to seeing. Ravens fans are used to having a solid, like amazingly stout defense, hard-nosed Baltimore bully type defense. That's what we're accustomed to. And this defense, I don't want to say it. You might disagree, but I'm going to say it anyway. This defense just seems a bit soft in comparison to what I've seen in years past. Now, I've not been a Ravens fan since, the Ravens became, in existence. But just hearing from native Baltimoreans and hearing from people who've been fans of the team for forever, this is a defense historically that is not going to, they're not going to be stopped. They're not going to, you're not going to come against this Baltimore Ravens defense and not feel it after the game. Here now, that's not the case. We are first or second. I was looking at the stats last night. I didn't write them down, but we are first or second in the league in terms of our run defense, but we rank dead last in pass defense. John Harbaugh gave a presser a little bit ago and questions were asked, but I was trying to prepare to get set up for the stream here. Questions were asked, of him like, hey, basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, guys, John Harbaugh, staff, do you all see the defensive woes, the deficiencies? And it was one of those things where he acknowledged, he did. He said, yeah, protecting the middle of the field, protecting our defensive backfield has been a struggle, has been an issue. And we're trying to, we're working through it and we're trying to, figure things out. Again, I'm paraphrasing. Go to Baltimore Ravens on YouTube if you want to catch the whole presser. But I'm thinking to myself, week 10, now we're approaching week 11, we still don't have it figured out. Now, yes, I expect in football there to be a progressive growth development in the right direction each game. So by week 10, because there are only 18 weeks and 17 games given the bye, week 10, you are more than at the half, you are beyond the halfway mark. You're entering now the latter half of the season. Gosh, I don't like to say that. Goodness, the season's moving too fast. I didn't like the off season where I was kind of bored and missing watching Lamar Jackson. And now here we are, week 11, going into week 11. But this is where we are. And my thought is we should be further along in terms of our defense than what we are right now. Have we figured it out altogether on defense? Absolutely not. We figured out some things. We figured out, oh, we can stop the run. Oh, we can apply some interior pressure. And that's good because we're going to need to. But we haven't figured out how to get our edge rushers actively involved in the game. And not just getting them involved and getting some pressure on the quarterback because they've been able to do that, but where are the sacks? And I was dialoguing with a subscriber not too long ago, maybe a week or so ago. And at that time, the Baltimore Ravens were ranked number 5 in terms of um, sack total in the NFL. It just didn't really feel like we were ranked number 5. And could it be, as I thought more of it, the last few weeks, we've just seemingly gone kind of flat. We started out really good with Kyle Van Noy in terms of getting sacks, in terms of, even my guy, Odafe Owe, was out there getting sacks. Where have we seen the sack production come in the last 2 to 3 weeks? Not from our edge rushers. So that's something that I don't think we figured out. And of course, don't get me started on the secondary. We have not figured it out at all. At all. Our linebackers are here, there, and everywhere, hit or miss. But week 10, just Thursday night, we were still seeing complete miscommunication on defense, where I think it was, and correct me, you can let me know in the chat if I have the players wrong. I don't have notes or anything with me. I'm just out here outside on my deck hanging out with you. But I think it was Marcus Williams. And I think maybe Brandon Stevens kind of looked back and he's like, hey, where's the safety help over the top? Total miscommunication. And I believe Marcus Williams was just kind of standing there like, oh, 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 I was supposed to do something? So those types of issues, David, I think to answer your question, leads me to say, no, we haven't figured it all out. We have a lot of work to do. And time really is not on our side now here in week 11 because now we we had a win Thursday night. We got to celebrate. It was a nail biter, a division game against the Bengals. We swept them. We brought out the broom and sent them on home. But now we have to turn the page because on Sunday we go. So begins the gauntlet. So I have the schedule here. We start with the Steelers on Sunday, the Chargers after that, then the Eagles, then a bye. Then we get the New York Giants. And now don't sleep on the Giants because I know what their record is. I know how horrible they've been playing, but that is the one win that the NFC has against Lamar Jackson. I'm going to speak it into existence. It's going to change effective this year at week 15. Giants, you're on notice. You're not going to win the game. But so we have some tough, and then after the Giants, we have the Steelers again. We have the Texans, and then we finish off the season against the Browns, who we just came in second place to. So those are kind of my thoughts. We have a lot of work to do on defense, and it would have been nice to see us make some more moves before the trade deadline to really help us in the deficient areas that we have. Offensive line was a huge concern going into the season and especially even early on in the season, but they have shown that they are improving, and that's what you want to see, right, for your team. They are showing that they are able to, they're still having problems. Sometimes I see pushing line, D linemen back and not being fast enough, not being quick enough, but they're holding their own and they're keeping Lamar upright for the most part. Now, if only we can see them create just a little bit more lanes for Derrick Henry, because this last game it was just he was getting stuffed at every turn. I want to say a couple of hellos, shout out to those who've joined on this stream. Do me a favor, would you, if you are enjoying this pop-up random live stream, because I did not go live last night and I felt like I didn't want to feel like I'm abandoning you and I wanted to be consistent. I said it is Veterans Day and I'm going to go outside, get a little sunshine, and spend some time with the fam. So if you're enjoying this, please make sure to double tap that thumbs up for me. David Hunt, you are here. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Yes, Brave Kingdom, it is a beautiful day. Thank you for joining. Tim Hughes, thank you. Thank you. I can't watch the stream right now because I'm in and out. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate you just showing up. I appreciate. We'll let you know. I'm going to watch the stream after a while. Thank you, Heather. Good to see you. Glad you're here. So those are kind of my preliminary thoughts. I welcome yours. Let me hear from you in the chat. And if you are watching this on replay, thank you. Please drop a comment down below and let me know. The question was, if you are just now tuning in, the question was, do the Ravens have it all together? Have they found their secret sauce? Have they found the winning formula moving forward? And I'm going to add this last part. He didn't add it to the question, but I'm going to add it. Have they figured it out enough for us to win the Super Bowl? And there is a B, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all going to see me get up and get out of here because I don't do that. I don't do bees and wasps. And I sprayed right before I started. Oh, Lord. But anyway, I'm about to end the stream because this bee is bothering me. I don't even know if you guys can see me, but I'm going to end the stream because I don't do bees. And he's just over here hanging out. And y'all don't want to see me. But y'all can hear me though, right? So let me move this over here. There you go. You can see me. But anyway, so that's the question. That is the question. Have the Ravens figured it out? My answer is no, they haven't. They got some work to do. But that bee is coming for business and he's not going to have me for lunch today. So, family, I appreciate y'all joining. I will see you very soon. Make sure your post notifications are turned on because you never know when one of my wonderful channel members might ask me a question and I got to answer. So I see all of you just now tuning in. Yes, y'all see me. I'm not about to get this bee's not about to have me for lunch. So, Maru. Yeah, let me see if I can turn the camera around so y'all can see. Okay, wait, he was just flying around over here. Let me turn it back around. Okay. Anyway, I think he might have taken off. And I sprayed like bee spray right before I started. So he's probably mad. Like, wait a minute, why you spray this bee spray? I want to come over here and hang out with you guys on camera. But I don't do outdoors that much because I don't like a lot of, the pests and all them things flying around. But anyway, yeah, y'all about to see me. I will hit this end button so fast. But looks like he's gone for now, so I can keep talking. But the question again, if you're just now tuning in, have the Ravens figured it out to win the Super Bowl? That's what I added to the last part of the sentence. But to the question, have we figured it out? My answer is no. My answer is yes and no. We figured out some things, but others, we have some work to do. All right, family, with that, go enjoy your day. Again, for all of those who have served in the armed forces or who are serving currently, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining this pop-up stream. Before you go, because I'm out here, I was going to say weathering the storm, but it's no storm. I am out here in these elements with bees flying around. I'm out here hanging out with y'all with bees around. Who thought I was going to do something like that? But I'm doing it. So give me a like. Make sure you like the video or make sure you like the live stream. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about these Ravens and our chances to go all the way. We've got a gauntlet coming up, starting with the Steelers. I'll be back on Thursday to preview the game. And I don't know if I'm going to stream the game. I might not. I don't know. But if I don't, I'll certainly be back Sunday night to give you my post-game thoughts. And if one of my channel members has a question before then, you know what to do. You reach out to me, you ask my question, and I have to hop on here on live or I'll make a video about it because, I don't think I'll be coming outside again anytime soon with these bees. But anyway, family, I hope you all are well. Enjoy your day. If you are off today, do something fun for yourself. Take care of yourselves. It's hard out here in these streets, okay? Be good to yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. God bless.